Hello, how are you? I know you're fine. I'm also fine. So, do you have some plans today? You don't have any? That's okay because I have something to discuss with you. Would you like to listen? Anyway, I have some questions. Are you interested in wildlife? Do you know the endangered animals? Or let's say the list of endangered animals. What about Brexit? What about natural disasters? I have a lot of things to discuss with you today. Are you ready? Okay, let's check the article. Okay, the first is species shakeup. Okay, in the picture you can see a gorilla with a baby gorilla. And in the caption it says fewer than 5,000 eastern mountain gorillas remain in the wild. Okay, let's read the article. There was good and bad news for the world's wildlife last year. The bad news, 4 out of 6 species of gorillas are now listed as critically endangered. They are one step away from extinction. The good news, the Tibetan antelope, the giant panda, and most humpback whales were removed from the endangered species list. These animals have benefited from conservation efforts. Each year, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN, surveys 83,000 species to make a red list of animals and plants that are at risk of extinction. The IUCN reported changes to the red list at a meeting in September. Each IUCN red list update makes us realize just how quickly the global extinction crisis is escalating, says Inger Anderson, IUCN Director General, in a press release. It is our responsibility to enhance our efforts to turn the tide and protect the future of our planet. Now let's move on to the next. Bracing for Brexit. Do you know the meaning of Brexit? Okay, Brexit is an abbreviation for British exit. Okay, I will type that in the chat window. Okay, it is a prospective withdrawal from the European Union. Okay, so shall we continue? Okay, in a speech in January, British Prime Minister Theresa May proposed a 12-point plan for the future of the United Kingdom and outside of the European Union, or EU. The EU is a political and economic partnership of 28 nations, or countries. Last year, British citizens voted to exit the EU. May said the split would allow the British to negotiate trade deals and fully control immigration into their country. So those are the reasons. The United Kingdom is leaving the European Union, May said, and my job is to get the right deal for Britain as we do. And we know that last year it was a very controversial matter. Okay, let's move on to the last topic, trout buster. Okay, what is a trout? Okay, a trout is, or a drought happens when there is a long dry spell. That means, there's no rain, and it's like a period of below average precipitation in a given region, resulting in prolonged shortages in its water supply. Okay, I will type that in the chat window. Okay, so let's read. After 5 years of droughts, Californians are seeing relief. In January, federal officials announced that more than 40% of the state is out of the dry spell. The news came after a week of powerful storms. Sacramento, the capital, got its heaviest rain in 20 years. In the Sierra Nevada mountains, a blizzard brought more than a foot of snow. Despite the good news, California remains in a state of emergency. But here's the good news. Okay, take a look at the picture. Good news. California can see snow this winter. Oh, and there's something that I forgot. If you notice the highlighted word, which is negotiate, do you know what it means? Yeah. Okay, so this word, the word negotiate means to obtain or bring about by discussion. Okay, so let's use it in a sentence. Okay, I can say it like this. We just negotiated a new contract today. And we're finished with the articles. So I have some questions. What are those animals that are off the list now? I mean those endangered animals. Those animals are the Tibetan antelope, the giant panda, and humpback whales. Okay, next question. Why is there Brexit? Okay, the reason is that it would allow the British to negotiate trade deals and fully control immigration into their country. And last question, how many years of drought did California experience? The answer is 5 years. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.